Hello, 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 hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hello, hello. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Uh, Share the video, like the video, subscribe if you have not subscribed, and also try and click on that notification bell so that when we are live, you can when we are live, you can be able to join us live. Guys, those on Instagram, please. Those on Instagram, please tell people that you are live this Friday. Guys, apologies that I came live just slightly beyond, just slightly late. It was due to some circumstances beyond my control, and I hope that you understand that. Thank you guys for your shades I gave you. Oh, thank you, Adiola. Thank you. Wonderful Friday night. So, AFCON, everything. See, today is so packed. You can see on this thing there. So we have. Let me just try and give you a roll call of what we have discussed today. So So thank you, Gege. My name remains with Light. Thank you for Ashua for joining. So let me just give you what we want to discuss today. So we have transfer news. Obviously, we have transfer news. We have the new Atibolo situation. We discuss that one later. We have the foreign-born players and the youth team. We'll talk about that one later. Randy Waldrum's interview on English Tracker. If you have not watched that one, go and watch it. There is one thing I picked out from that. We'll just comment on Osimhen. We'll look at that comment. And also, Bruno compliments what? Eric Chelle. WAFCON countdown. And so today, officially, because it's now 2 months, slightly 2 months, before the World Cup qualifier resumes again. So we're starting the official countdown because we have this 8-week series of countdown for the World Cup qualifier. So we're going to start officially today. There might not be World Cup qualifier countdown next week because of some few issues. There's going to be by WAFCON, maybe, I don't know yet, maybe your sincerely will be in Morocco, trying to share the guests in Casablanca. I don't actually know that one for sure, but we see exactly how things pans out. So guys, like the video. If you have not liked the video, please like the video and share the video. If you also see the dollar sign there, we have the dollar sign. You can also support us. Support the work we do, and support our projects. And two, please share the video, like the video. Let thank you guys. We are on 6,000 plus subscribers. Let us get to 10,000 by the end of July. And by the end of the year, let's get to 50,000, please. So I hope that you guys can actually you can do that one. So I can see that you can see, we grew slightly more than 300 last week. Thank you for your love. I really actually appreciate you. I might be having my co-host coming on, but I don't know his schedule. Might be slightly very busy today. But we'll see exactly what we can do. Not next week, the upper week after, we're having a guest on the show. We'll discuss this one important topic. So I will let you know about the guest, and that topic too, we'll discuss about it. Guys, thank you guys for joining. Like the video. If you want to do more than liking the video, you can also click on the dollar sign and support us. Support the work we do, support the content we create. All these things that we come and create. It's not as if you just come here and come and start talking. There's a lot of work we normally actually do just before we come live. I can tell you. For example, now there's a discussion show on the countdown to the World Cup. See, well, I don't want to hint you too much about what we have to say towards the end of the show. So if you're on Instagram, go on YouTube, children photography. Go on YouTube, go on YouTube and go and join. No shoot. Daddy P, what are you doing here, Daddy P? Go on YouTube, Daddy P. Don't even come and collect your camera out. Daddy P is it's not a content creator, it's an actor. So and Toons Bobo, he's on Instagram. Yeah, go on YouTube. Guys, go on YouTube, go on YouTube, go on YouTube, and go and you enjoy it. But let me just start. I know I like this say that he said the charity work begins at home. So I'm going to start with on the home front too. About before I came in here, I heard about transfer news that just got announced. So is Nigerian goalkeeper Chiamaka Nadozie officially actually will join Brighton FC in the English Super Liga. So the transfer is free from Paris FC. You guys knew that Chiamaka Nadozie joined Paris FC from Rivers Angels, I don't know, about a few years ago. And since then, she's been like ever present, both for country and for club sides. She's been performing very well. And last week, we heard about that she'll be leaving Paris FC. So now it's like a new adventure for her. She's coming to England. I will also look for a way to try like check on some of our games. Maybe probably go and watch some of our games. I wish her the very best of luck. See, she'll be competing week in, week out. We one of the best in the game. Playing against Arsenal, playing against Chelsea, playing against Man City of this world in the English Super League. I wish her the very best of luck. I wish that she will continue to perform well. Good performance in the in the good performance in the English Super League. Can she what can take her to the cream de la cream of world football. So for me, arguably, the best goalkeeper, in history in Africa. So I'm happy that she's joined that, and I wish her the very best of luck. That's actually what Chiamaka Nadozie. So another transfer that I will not say, it's about a particular player, I've been talking about for so long. Is Raphael Onyedika. Reports reaching me is that Raphael Onyedika already accepted the personal terms, agreed what personal terms with West Ham. And West Ham and Everton actually were currently in pole position to sign, but I think West Ham is probably what ahead of him, ahead in the signature, the rest of the signature. And I think that according to report, he agreed personal terms with them. So let's see exactly how it turns out. So it's that club which will be, what's it called, 30 million euros, especially like 30 million or 35 million euros, in transfer fee for Onyedika. But sources close to the player said that the player would prefer to move to the English Premier League, which is actually what very good, one of the best leagues in world football. I think it's going to improve the level of opposition as a player too. Onyedika will actually will improve very well. So that is that, on Onyedika, and also within the very best of luck. There will be reports that AC Milan too are also interested, but unfortunately, AC Milan they are going on a different route to sign is it Jahari, his club teammate ahead of Onyedika. So for me too, I don't even want him to join AC Milan, but I'm happy. I want him to join the Premier League. Let him see how he can actually improve, and he's going to learn a lot more. He's going to actually learn a lot more in the Premier League. So I wish Onyedika the very best of luck. We'll keep on, we'll follow more on that the interview and what's it called, or the transfer, and see exactly how the OT will turn out. So I wish him the very best of luck. So another transfer here that I won't say I'm ashamed of that transfer is just Bakista's keen on what on the side somewhere. I'm also hearing that I don't know why this guy wants to stay in Turkey. I'm hearing that they would like interest from Crystal Palace, interest from Crystal Palace, another club again, interested in the signature, but unfortunately, what's it called? I think he wants to stay in Turkey. He wanted a new contract with Fenerbahce, but they didn't speak to him. So he's trying to join World Bekistek now, in Turkey. So, do you think I'm happy with the move? I don't think I'm happy with the move, but that is what is actually what's happening now. So, I also wish him the very best of luck. Things are moving very quickly with Bekistas. I think it's joining the free transfer now, so they don't need to negotiate any transfer fee. So it's just to be personal terms and so on. So Bekista seems to be pole position to sign him. I wish him the very best of luck too, But I would have loved him to play in the Premier League at least, When you play against tougher, difficult opposition, it can actually also improve you. Not to stay in Turkey, Turkey. There might be done more money in Turkey, but I would have loved him to play in a much tougher league like the Premier League. So that is that on him. So and another transfer rumor I'm going to actually talk about is the transfer rumor I'm going to actually talk about is a player that just finished his team just crashed out the Club World Cup. He's Ogelu Onushe. He's been linked with OGC Nice in the French Ligue 1 this afternoon, and reports, though there's no concrete, there's no really concrete offer on ground yet, but reports are linking him to OGC Nice. They'll be playing in the UEFA Champions League qualifiers. They didn't qualify for the Champions League directly, so they're playing League 1. So they've been linked with it. So let's see exactly how the move will actually will materialize. But what I know basically is that he's not a bad player, and you can see that one from the Club World Cup. That is not a bad player. He's someone that can actually come and show his stuffs in the French Ligue 1. So let's see. I spoke to people that are around the national team too. That what their opinion about this player. What they were telling me is that this player would need just one move, just for him to play on a regular basis. Play like for a much tougher clubs, a much higher level compared to the Tunisian league. Maybe probably it can be considered for future world invitation. But we wish him all the very best. If you watch the game between Chelsea and Esperance de Tunis, you realize that that type of game, the guy needs that type of game on a regular basis. You won't get that game in Tunisia. To be honest with you, it needs that game. And you won't even get that game in like Turkey. It needs game in like top 5 European league. If his people can make that move materialize, I think this guy will be one of the best players in the future for our national team. So that's actually what that. I also wish him the very best of luck. I hope the whole thing actually materialize for him. There'll be more clubs too interested in his signature, but we're just hearing about OGC Nice now. So that is that on Oguchi. So and talking about another player I want to talk about is this player, Honest Honor. Actually, if you know him, he played for Genoa last season. He's been like so instrumental. I think he scored against Napoli in the race to the Scudetto title last season. A very, very good player. He can play as a left back, also as a left wing back, even as a left winger. Very, very good player. I'm hearing that AC Milan wanted to actually want to sign him, and and also AC Milan wanted to sign him, and also Atlanta, they're in pole position to actually want to sign him too. He's a player that's born Nigerian parents, but he's got Italian passports. I spoke to somebody very close to him. He's open to Nigeria, but he just we'll talk about the Nigerian issue later. So a player very good. The player you might never look him now, but I can tell you in 1 or 2 years' time, this player will be the lives in our lives on a regular basis to tell you how talented these guys actually are. I'll tell you actually what how talented this guy actually was. I wish him the very best of luck. I hope he can actually get the move over the line. But if this move doesn't materialize, I think AC Milan, big clubs, yes, Roman wanted this guy signature to tell you how good the guy actually is. So I also wish him the very best of luck too. I hope that any place where you want joy, make that much materialize. It's a player that needs to keep on developing on a regular basis. If you have watched him before, you will know how talented this guy actually is. So Nigeria true, and it's open. It's open if we actually if we are ready. So another player that's also open too, if we actually ready, is Wally Omoruyi. I'm hearing that that finalized his move to Liverpool as his contract is a 4-year contract to Liverpool. He's highly rated by Coach and the slot highly rated by him, and he would likely be going with Liverpool to preseason, the first team preseason. He's a very good centre back and also very good right back. And these are like I tell you that the Nigerians are everywhere. So it's a guy that you might, for him to let me tell you something. If you remember, Liverpool they sold the Kwanzaa to Bayern Leverkusen. I'm telling you that they're moving this boy to the first team to tell you how highly rated this guy is. So he's taking the place of that boy, that Kwanzaa boy. So to tell you how highly rated this boy is. So, born to Nigerian true from those states. And, let's hope that he's ready. He's ready. But if Nigeria is not ready, that is now the issue. I'm not saying the boy should come and play for Super Eagles now. I'm talking about the boy will be so useful for Nigeria in years to come if there are conversations with him very now. So I'm just trying to I'm just telling you now for them to sell concern and want him to be in the first team tells you how highly rated this guy is among the in the Liverpool youth ranks. So I wish him also the very best of luck. I hope the NFF can see it's not about want to promote player. The captain of the national under 20 team came to England. He failed all the trials he came to do. He even went to Scotland. He failed all the trial. See, it's not about trying to sell players now under 20. It's about getting the best. No matter where you are born. If you are born in the UK, born in America, as far as you are in Nigeria, you are in Nigeria. Nobody should discriminate. Home base, not home base, foreign born, not foreign born. If he's a foreign born player and he's good enough to play for the national under 20 team, invite him if he's ready. That is it. Invite him if he's ready. So that is actually what that's on Willie. I wish him also the very best of luck as usual. But I can see that this guy will be so important for Nigeria in years to come if Nigeria manages to get his signature. See, it's not bad to invite him to the next under 20 World Cup. We know that you have Bemenyi there, you have some few players there. The guy might not give you money, might not bribe you, but this guy is like an asset. When you introduce him early now, it's not as if when he becomes superstars, now have different options. But since he's going to be in the Liverpool first team this next season, it's going to be very hard to get into under 20. So I wish him. I hope peace. I hope NFF can actually work on him, and he can actually commit to this thing. So thank you guys for joining. We have like 76 people watching. How many likes do we have here now? How many likes? Yeah, come and like the video, and if you have not subscribed, please. We have 23 likes out of 76 people watching. Come on, guys. You can do better. Like the video more. Like the video, and share the video too. Because we used to like eat 100, and that when it gets like probably like 11 o'clock, we used to eat 100 people watching. But guys, please share the video and like it. Like the video too. Very, very important. Like the video. So there's a lot of things going on today, but those on Instagram, I will ask you to go and join on YouTube now because I will end the stream on Instagram in 2 minutes when I finish the transfer talk. Yes, this time Skybo is free to like the video. Thank you for that. It's free to like the video. You don't need to pay to like the video. Some of you guys, you don't like to pay, but it's no, you don't need to pay to like the video. Just like the video, then you know we are this thing. So before we go to the discussions today, because there's a lot of things to unpack in Super Eagles matter. So let me just talk about this particular player. But okay, let me just take the stories together. So there have been reports about this boy Noah Tobolo. He's currently with the German under 21 team. They're going to be playing tomorrow at the final of the under 21 championship in Europe. They will play England. So I got deep slightly about the reason why the boy wants to stick to the German national team. So based on my investigation yesterday, it's not as if the boy is not really interested. I think the boy wants some assurances. Let me just put it that way. About his opportunities with the national super Eagles. But I don't think the coach can actually guarantee that. But I want to ask you a question. If you are a goalkeeper in the top 5 European league, okay, let me put it this way. Do you think, based on what you know about this guy, do you think he's good enough to displace Maduka Okoye and Stanley Nwabali? Do you think it's good enough to displace them? Let's just put it that way. Do you think it's good enough to displace those two guys, Stanley Nwabali and actually what? And Maduka Okoye? Let me just ask you that question. Because one is based in South Africa, one is based in Italy. And most times he might be saying, how will I be on the bench for someone based in South Africa? So do you think that this guy is good enough to be Nigerian's first choice goalkeeper? So I'm going to throw that one to you when when we start discussing. He did not close the door on Nigeria, but he needed time. If you go and see his gloves, his green, white, gray. It's not as if there's issue with patriotism. It's a career now. It's not, forget about this thing. It's a career now. He wants to look at, okay, where do you think the opportunity actually lies? What can he actually Can he be first choice in Nigeria? Let's see. So let me just say thank you, Remy Ali. Remy Ali is always give free, always every week. Thank you for being there. Thank you for your support, Remy Ali. Though I don't even know, maybe you follow me on Instagram. I don't even know you directly, but you always support us every week. Thank you, Remy Ali, for that love. I really actually would appreciate you. Thank you, Remy Ali. Guys, maybe probably by next month, I'm going to create like membership. I've not set it up. I'll keep on saying I won't set it up. I did set it up. I'll try create a membership so that I can drop some. I want to make sure I have content to give those in the membership. Those I purchased actually this for membership on the channel before I actually do anything on it. That's the reason why just take it time. So thank you, Remy Ali, again for your love. I really actually appreciate you guys. If some of people are here that I buy super chat before, one of my friends here, the first super chat he will buy for me, he bought it $1. But I appreciate you. Suppose with super chat any amount. If you have any question you want to ask me, I will answer it. Those questions, but those questions will accompany my words by super chats. So thank you for your love. Thank you for your love, Remy Ali. Thank you. So let me just go to a news. Broke out that when during the Club World Cup, Nigeria, I would say Nigeria-born central defender, it's called against Esperance de Tunis. That's Tosin Adarabioyo. It's called against Esperance de Tunis. So, and my very good friend, Wulewa Olayinka, of Wulewa Olayinka, asked me a question. That's about Nigeria. What is the issue with Nigeria? He answered the question previously that he would like to speak to the coach. And I can tell you here, I will read it out, my message, based on my investigation. So I'm coming, guys, based on my investigation. So I will read it out here now. So because I dug deep to see what is really happening with this guy. So that sorry, guys, I'm really supposed to get the message. Yeah, so that he said Eric Chelle spoke to him before the London games, and he said that he was not ready. So if he's ready now, he should call Chelle. They have his number. That was the response actually was good. Let me say it again. Chelle spoke to him before the London games, and he said that he was not ready. So if he's ready now, he should call Chelle. They have his number. So okay, I'll talk about Anjorin later. So we're gonna ask about Anjorin. So just to tell you that it's just mind games. It's just mind games that this guy is actually what they play. They spoke to him before the London games. So if Tosin is really ready now, the Eric Chelle already present his case to him, and he said that he's not ready. I think at that time was preparing for the Club World Cup, which is true. So now, if he said that he's ready, so he's ready. For me, I think this guy is waiting for Nigeria to qualify for the World Cup. If if it got the England color before that, it will jump on Nigerian ship and try and go to AFCON and try and see if we can go to AFCON or go to the World Cup. But, but for me, I just think that he should not come and say he didn't speak to the coach. They discuss with the coach. And 40-year-old man. 40-year-old man. No, for me, I just think that if he's ready, he knows that's who to call. So I'm just going to tell you again what I should get from the NFF official. Said Chelle spoke to him before the London games, and he said he was not ready. So if he's ready now, he should call Chelle. They have his number. So his agents should call Eric Chelle because they have his number. I will have played his voice for you guys, but the issue is that my very good friend that interviewed him at the Club World Cup in America did not provide the audio for me early. Maybe he called me, but I was busy there. So guys, go and join on YouTube. Let me just put it there. So those on Instagram, go on. Those on Instagram. So thank you, Chinwoke, for your super chat. I'm going to take your comments very soon. Sorry, just go on YouTube, go and join. Go on Instagram. I'm going to end up. So let me just take Chinwoke. Chinwoke said that we don't need Atubulu. Make him go Germany. I bet. Yeah. I also agree. But the issue is that he's a Nigerian. If he wants to compete, see, football is career. I understand this thing that is career. It depends on where you see more of your career growth. Okay. I know that you have a current first choice, Stanley Wabali. You have him. But if I perform better than this guy in training, will I play? Are you going to give me the opportunity to play? So I don't think it's too much question to ask a coach. If I'm better than this guy in training, I'm better than him in training, can you give him that support to play ahead of this guy, which was his first choice? Will you give him that support to play ahead of him? So if he's now on the bench in Super Eagles, it can even affect his club growth. So sometimes I don't blame these guys. I just wish him the very best of luck. Any opportunity, anywhere actually chooses. I hope I wish him the very best of luck. So that is actually what that's on Tosin Adarabiyo. And thank you, Chinwoke, for your super chat. So I think I'm done with transfer. So let's now quickly jump to discussion. So the discussion part is what is next. So and except you are maybe in Mars Planet, you live in Pluto, or you stay in my village where there's no light, electricity, you will not know that in a couple of days, these Nigerian Super Falcons we start their Mission X to see maybe they can actually win their 10th African title in Morocco. Nigeria is in Group B alongside Algeria, Botswana, and Tunisia. So, and the first game is against, I think it's probably against Algeria. I hope I got everything right. Yeah, so it's against Tunisia, sorry. Against Tunisia, July 6th in Casablanca. So, if you want to watch the game, it's going to be played in Casablanca, Morocco. So, I don't know, I might probably be there to share the girls to victory. I'm not sure, 100% sure about that, so that I won't want to promise anything. But I'm really actually happy that the girls are well motivated. I just hope that the NFF too, they can play their own parts and support the girls. To support the guests and hope that the guests can actually perform well. So it's going to be under the tutelage of Austin Madugu, the former assistant coach. He will be in charge of the team, and in fairness, Austin Madugu is unbeaten since he took charge of this national team. Sorry, it's not unbeaten. Sorry, he lost to France, 2-1. Sorry, he lost to France 2-1. So he drew the new against Portugal. He won both games against Algeria. So we see exactly what is going to actually happen. But before I move on slightly here, if any NFF is listening to me here, please, Chioma Okafor, let Malawi FA write a letter that Chioma Okafor did not play for the under-17. Let the Malawian FA write a letter that Chioma Okafor did not play for the under-17 team, so that we will not be in problem. I don't want to hear any administrative error again. Let the Malawian FA write a letter that Chioma Okafor did not play for the under-17 team. It's very important. Let us do everything, because if the girl plays now and the start tournament now, you will not be able to replace her again. And I'm happy that the NFF called the parents of Chioma Okafor. They sent a letter, they called the parent. I was like, what is happening? They are calling Chioma Okafor. What happened to Edna Imade? I don't understand, because Chioma Okafor's mom confirmed that the NFF called them for Chioma Okafor. Then what happened to Edna Imade? What happened to Edna? Maybe, and I don't know, but with due respect, Chioma Okafor is a very good player. He's a player that can be so instrumental to Nigeria winning this title. If you don't know that, she's very, very good. Forget that she's in college. She's very, very good, very talented. she could be like a joker. Like, if you know the Agawa of 2000, it could be like what? The Julius Agawa of what? Of 2000. That is it. Joker, Agawa was just from the under 20 then. Nobody knew him. He won the game against Niger, scored against Morocco, things like that. So I just, NFF, if you are listening, please let them write a letter that he didn't play for Malawian FA and Malawian under 17. It's very important. We don't want to make mistake. Because we'll talk about the point deduction today, and I will tell you about what I actually investigated, what I got. So, guys, if you're on Instagram, I'm going to end the stream on Instagram now because I've already given you enough grace to go and join the stream on YouTube. But you guys did not want to go, so I have to send you away now. So, guys, the super chat here. If you want me to answer your question, you want me to take your comments, drop super chats. It's okay. Drop super chat, and I will ask you what take your comments. Drop super chat. So that is that on the Super Falcons. So, and yeah. So yeah. So so let's continue. Let me just have a drink of water. Let me just continue quickly. So if you have not liked the video and you are here, am I going to say you are wicked? You have not liked the video. You are just here. You are watching us. You are doing whatever you like. You didn't like the video. Come on. And you have been here for like 1 hour. Okay, we'll not be up to 1 hour, 30 minutes. You didn't like the video. You're saying that, I don't want to like the video. What hospital are you talking about today? Don't do like that. Like the video. And like the video. So if you want me to take your comments again, you can just watch. You can just put the super chat there. Then we can do justice. So that's so. Yeah. So let's continue quickly. So I'm going to be talking about our discussion section now today. It's going to be, I'm going to take the Super Eagles matter later. So thank you for your love. Thank you for your love. Every week too, I get that one here. Thank you for your love. So let me just look at, so FIFA ranking too came out. But before I talk about the FIFA ranking, Super, I don't know if I got the graphics. I don't think I got the graphics down. No. So okay, I don't think I actually want to have the graphics done. But oh my days, I didn't actually want to have that one done. But if you have not listened to the podcast between Eagles IoT of Eagle Striker and Randy Waldrum, you can actually go on his YouTube channel and listen to it. But I took something, from that. He said that Nigeria can actually Nigeria currently will actually we are 36 in the world and first in Africa. He believes that the Falcons can be the top 10 teams in the world. Do you think so? Do you think we have the talents to be the top 10 teams in the world? So let me ask you what do about that. Unfortunately, I thought I had I thought I had the thing. I didn't have it here, so that's the reason why I'm just scrolling. I didn't. Okay, okay. I don't think I didn't have it here, unfortunately, but I didn't have it here. So these are the top 10 teams in the world now. You can see USA is number one, Spain second, Germany third, Brazil fourth, England, Sweden, Japan, Canada, Korea, DPR, and France. So out of these top 10 teams in the world, do you think that Super Falcons what's it called? Can belong here? Like, do you think I can actually would break to the top 10 teams in the world? That was what Randy Waldrum said. Do you think we have the talent to be one of the top 10 teams in the world? Do you think we are that good to be top 10 teams in the world? That's what he actually was said. I would like to have a conversation about that, when I give you guys a chance to actually want to join. Because for me, I looked at the top 10 teams in the world. It's not just about talent. It's about what the administrators actually had to offer to. For example, now I don't need to explain how the USA prepare for games. I don't need to explain to you how, what's it called, Spain, the current world champion, Germany, been world champion several times, Brazil, England, the current European champion, Sweden, Japan, Canada, Korea, and France. I can't just tell you what they are sure to put in there for, apart from the talents they have. With due respect to our current Super Falcons, I don't think any of the talents. I don't think these top 10 teams they have more talented players than Nigeria. Let's be honest with ourselves. You look at the USA, Spain, Germany, Brazil. And the funniest thing is that at the Olympics we played against Spain, we played against Brazil, we played against Japan. In the Olympic, like in our Olympic group. Then we lost the 3 games. We gave Spain a very close game, also Brazil a very close game. So, do you think we have the talent that belongs to this category? For me, I don't think so. In my opinion, I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. If I'm to pick a team here that can struggle against Nigeria, I think Canada. I think Canada. I think Brazil will struggle too. I don't think Brazil is that far away from Nigeria. I think Brazil is not far away. I think Canada, not far. France, I think North Korea. You will repeat North Korea. I think North Korea, Canada, Sweden, England. It's just tough. You can run this team close. It's just that experience that they can actually was used to actually to beat us. We can run all these teams close. It's just that experience that is not there. We can run them close, honestly. But Randy Waldrum wants something big for our team, for his team, and I hope that we can actually achieve those things, in the nearest future. That's actually what Randy Waldrum. If you have not watched that interview, very interesting interview. It covered so many things. The World Cup, is the World Cup preparation, is bust up with the NFF, the game plan against England and enjoy that section. A lot of things you can actually really enjoy in that interview. Go check it out. eaglestriker.ng. So that is that on the women's national team. Yeah, he's passionate about Nigeria. I agree with you. He's passionate about Nigeria. Guys, like the video. 56 likes out of 113 people watching. 56 likes out of 130 people watching. You can do better. You can do better. And how many people? Super chat. Super chat is only what? Super chat is only 3. Super chat is only 3, guys. You can do better. Super chat is only what? It's only 3. You can actually what? You can do better. You can do better. You can do better. So that is actually what that's okay. Thank you. I got another one again. Was this 1 by 99? Thank you. You can do better. You can do better. So So now let's actually just move on. Leaving the women's football now, moving on to sorry, I didn't talk about this story. I missed that one slightly. So it's just the WAFU officials. They came to Ogun State, Nigeria, to inspect the facilities in Ogun State. And currently, they have put the stadium that they will host the under 17 qualifiers in September. So it's just the guy you see in the middle there is the WAFU director of competition. He came to Ogun State just to look at the facilities in both Ikene and also in Abeokuta. So yeah, so Nigeria will play, in under 17 WAFU qualifiers. So I wish them the very best of luck there. And Nigeria might also be hosting the school sports towards the end of the year. So let's see how that one will actually work. We also turn out too. So let's move on. So if I can have the audio now. So if you get Found Tribe, very popular YouTube channel in Nigeria, you have been following that. They had Bruno Yemechi. Bruno Yemechi discussed with them about how good Eric Chelle was. I just want to echo some few things about what they actually was, what he discussed with them about Eric Chelle. So let me just try and go into that one quickly. So I'm coming. You guys can
why I don't feel really bad for this. This is why I don't play for Super Eagles. And I problem because they would already say must get up. So I would say it is the Zimbabwe match. So talking about this coach again. People that side don't go know what's the coach PO. Talk to me. Wait, no. Wait now. If better pass Ateta. I know. Go ahead, yeah. So people wait outside. Sometimes they read some journalists go they talk say this coach, foreign coach, this and that. But they never come inside. They never come. If we see me there, I think go see the same thing. You go tell say this man will be the first man you want to work for Super Eagles. People say if you leave, this coach. I don't go talk and say because I'm two guys wait they try not play now. You guys wait they try not play. If I don't go talk because I don't see this too much where I live with them. I don't say na good coach with this. So I believe say if Nigeria give him more time, the guy will go succeed. You're used to more time. Must get that 6 points. You can't get that. So for that, I say that's it.
So that was the voice of Bruno Onyemechi, talking to Fans Tribe. Said that how good Eric Chelle was. See, the issue is this. Some of you guys have insulted me about Eric Chelle. See, it's not as if I have anything against Nigerian local coach. Nothing. If a Nigerian local coach is good, let the guy take the job. Let the guy take the job. For me, this Eric Chelle guy is doing a lot of work. And I believe that with the right atmosphere, the guy will succeed. This Bruno played more under Iguavon. He played more under Iguavon. Still, the guy is still saying that Eric Chelle is the best manager. It's not as if it's about when you see people talk, when you see the type of work they do, you will know that this guy is good. I will not say it. See, Victor Osimhen, he mentioned, thank God I mentioned, Victor Osimhen himself will tell you that this guy is the best manager. It's not to say Iguavon is not good enough, but it's to tell you the type of work he put in. I did some research today about him, and I realized that if he could get the type of profile players that he was looking for, this Nigeria will become unbeatable. So I just want to not to plead, to also to talk to Nigerians too that please give him a chance to work. And I believe that when it works well, it's going to actually do well for Nigeria. That is actually what my take on Eric Chelle. Fantastic individual. It's not to say that the Nigerian coaches are very poor. It's just to acknowledge, to appreciate the manager that is actually doing very well. So that's the coach talking about that. And I can tell you that this thing will really help the team going forward. So, talking about Eric Chelle, talking about the team again, national team again.
Very hopeful. I've been in this space before. It's never over till it's over. Keep hope alive. That's me. One game at a time. I'm happy that the blip happened when it happened, so that it won't happen towards the end. Because now it's gonna go right to the wire when we play South Africa in South Africa. So there's hope. One game at a time. We just need to learn how to win 1-0. Any victory is a victory. Nigerians should not put so much pressure on these players to overperform.
So that's Joseph Yobo talking about Nigerian World Cup hopes too. When I came here after the 100 against Zimbabwe, and I told you at the start of the year that Nigeria will not win all the 6 games. Forget about that. Nigeria will not win all the 6 games. He said that it's better that the result against Zimbabwe happened now, so that the boys will learn. They will not make mistakes in the future. The coach too will learn. When Nigeria was drawing 1-1 against Russia, the guy brought in a defender to shore up the back line and just to see the game off. Everything in life is a learning curve. If something happened to you 2 times against Ivory Coast, against Zimbabwe, against Ghana, no, you will learn your lessons. So for me, the guys need what? They need support. Support, and they will assure what? They will be okay. So it is not over. I'm going to talk about the World Cup qualification very soon because we're starting the countdown to the World Cup today. World Cup qualifiers today. We started today. Towards the end of the show, talk about the countdown to the World Cup. And also what I just find out this evening about the litigations and everything. We'll talk about it. So let me just take these comments. Sorry, trying to God, thank you for your love. Charles said that Amaju really destroyed our football. He should be arrested for corruption. And that Gusau should resign after his 2025. Yeah, I agree with you. I don't think with the information I have, I don't think Ibrahim Gusau is going for 2nd term in office. I think he has already displayed that he's not capable of doing that job very well. I don't think that we go for that one to that next time in office. I don't think so. But if you're not even going, do the needful. Let Nigeria qualify for the World Cup. Do your part. He's not doing his part now because mostly it's the sport ministry trying to foot all the beats and everything. He's not doing his part. But I just think that qualifying for the World Cup is very important. So it should just try and play along. So that is that about. So guys, what's your opinion about Bruno Imechi's comment on Eric Chelle? Do you think he's praising Eric Chelle because Eric Chelle is the manager now? Do you think that what Bruno is saying is also similar to what you observed? Do you think so? Let us know when you are sure, when you join. So there was also something slightly happened, but I want to talk about it. Sunday Odyssey talking about Victor Osimhen. So let me just quickly tell you. Let me just quickly put that one up. So and I will comment about that one quickly. Very interesting conversation, actually.
There's nothing wrong. My line is open. Come on, these are the kind of things he will apply, and to make it easier for everybody. What do you think about what I just proposed? Why do you think? Because it's a general assumption. I don't want to say belief. It's a general assumption that Victor doesn't really reach out to people and doesn't take advice.
You know, is because what you just said now kind of points in that direction. Yes.
But the thing there is that look, let's not join the bandwagon of people who say it doesn't take about it, doesn't mean that. I remember Victor Collins, and to me, I don't know Osimhen one interview when he called somebody Agbaya or something like that. You know, but you should ask yourself, what did that person say that made him call him Agbaya? But instead, people were looking at his how can he call somebody Agbaya? What happened first? Now, we don't react differently. It's not that he doesn't take advice. If the man is behaving like this, or like people think, they should ask themselves why. You might be reacting wrongly to something. You know, and furthermore, this I'm going to be a little bit blunt about. It's difficult to tell somebody who has a lot of money that he doesn't know what he's doing. Because the question they will ask you is, if you know personally, why you don't get the money personally? It doesn't. So these colleagues will come here and ask me questions privately.
So that was what you say, talking about Victor Osimhen. Let me just explain what you said. You know that people are talking about Victor does not listen to advice, does not like when people advise him. That's that those advising him, what are they telling him? Some people might be advising him, they'll be looking for money. Say it costs some people Agbaya. Why? I don't want to mention the person that he called Agbaya. But the issue is this. Most people that just turn themselves to advisors now, they don't spoil themselves in front of the boy itself before. How will the boy listen to you? When you bring a scammed document and everything, you want to come out, how will the boy listen to you? And I want to ask you now this question. Some of you that have been old enough to watch, between Sunday Olise, do you see any similarities between when Sunday Olise was in the national team and Victor Osimhen? Do you see any similarities between the two of them? Let me know. Between Sunday Olise and Victor Osimhen. Somebody said that everybody wants to advise. I know of somebody that they call that guy. The boy has been trying to, when he was in Lille, the boy has been trying to get close and everything to him. And this guy, anytime this guy has the opportunity to hold the microphone, this guy will blast Victor Osimhen. Why do you think Victor Osimhen, you don't have any positive thing to say about this boy, your fellow countryman? Why won't Victor Osimhen come after you? Why won't Victor Osimhen come after you? So sometimes too, you have to. Sometimes when you want to advise people, you have to look at yourself too. Because you advise, have you spoiled yourself there? So you can beat a child, but you cannot tell the child how to respond, how to cry. We respond to things differently. You can approach some people and just keep quiet, but Victor Osimhen will never keep quiet. So I don't just like the way people are putting pressure on him, trying to put a lot of pressure on him. Come on, he's the best player. He's not our best player. So I understand from Ulise's angle that, it's very important for us to understand the whole situation. When you're a footballer too, you must also understand people around you very well. Because at the end of the day, it's not everybody you bring your matter to. So those that are saying that it doesn't reach out, for example now, okay, let me give you an example. If those people say, it should reach out, you now reached out for advice. After the advice, now give and finish. It didn't give you money. Will you be happy? After the advice, it didn't give you money. Will you be happy that it didn't give you money? You won't be happy. So some of these things, we have to know exactly how the whole thing works. So it's not as if here I'm trying to support Victor Osimhen. I'm just saying that, you should allow the boy to enjoy the moment. That's the most important thing. And if you want to advise him, you can advise him any capacity you actually want. But, everybody can be a big brother to him. So, in my opinion, I just think that people should not knock Victor Osimhen down because of the way he responds to things. I just think that we have different personalities. For me, now the way I respond to things might be different from the way you respond to things. So in this case, I just think that Victor Osimhen, it depends on how he deal with things, might be different. So it does not mean that if the other people is too proud. I don't think that's the right approach. I just think that the way he's dealing with things is actually what different. We're different people, and we have the way we think differently. That's my take on it. So if you want to talk about you, my own question here is this: what's the similarity? Do you think there's any similarity between Sunday Olise and Victor Osimhen? Is there a similarity between the two of them? Let me actually work on. If you have been, following Nigerian football for so long, and do you think there's any similarity between them? During Olise's time, there was no social media, but I can tell you that Olise was so vocal. I don't think Olise is. I think Olise is even more vocal than Victor Osimhen. So you understand how the boy is actually is responding to things. Olise too also had like a similar upbringing to Victor Osimhen, so they know exactly how things actually works. But let me know your thoughts. Do you think that what's it called? They have a similarity, and do you think that Victor Osimhen not reaching out to everybody? Do you think it makes sense, or do you think you should reach out to people more? Let me know your thoughts about that when you actually join. So guys, find time to like the video. Liking is free. If you also want to have a question, you can actually put your super chat there. I'm going to attend to it very well. So liking, I have 3 likes out of 1. See, half. It's people liking the video. Like the video more, guys. Like the video. So that is that on that. I just hope that let's see. Let me hear your thoughts. I'm going to debate more about. I don't want to drag the podcast, what's it called, the show too much today. I want to make sure I end it as early as possible. So there was if you have been following from Monday, people are talking about the point deduction. Need to have been investigating and everything about the point deduction and everything. When you want to hear things now, it's about Mokwena, point deduction, Mokwena, point deduction, Mokwena, point deduction. So, during the Club World Cup, it's like the FIFA activity just stopped. So, and I was monitoring the news about this man. Let me just about this man. Some of you might probably actually know him. Is the Lesotho Football Federation Secretary. What's it called? Secretary General. So it wasn't interview. It wasn't interview. It's called Mokosi Mohapi. His name is called Mokosi Mohapi. It was having a conversation with like set of like, I won't say having a conversation and in their own language, and one of our guys too just called my attention to that they are already planning, that they have got like wind of what they've got, like an idea of what is going to happen, that they have been awarded 3 points and 3 goals. That what he was saying there was that there is now like 1 point between them and South Africa. So it was just saying that it was not, when we saw this lost in transmission, but I know that the decision in FIFA will actually go in their favor. So let me tell you something. If they tell the 3-point induction, they will communicate with Lesotho and South Africa, because they're the 2 parties. So that that actually what involved here, we communicate with them. So and that based on based on my understanding about what happened, is that it's going to be 3 points and 3 goals for them. So this is how I learned that it was going to go. But it's not official. But if you have been hearing news in Nigerian media too, top NFF official, for example, now this man is very close to Dr. Sanusi, the NFF Secretary General. Is very close to him, very, very close to him. So, and he has been, between the NFFs too. If you have been hearing news too, if you know someone in NFF, we are talking about the same story too, that they have already made that decision, because they were expecting South Africa to send a particular document about maybe 2 weeks ago. I think that have been done, so they know exactly where the pendulum will swing. I said both Lesotho and South Africa know exactly where the pendulum will actually was swing in that. So what's it called? Know where the pendulum will actually will swing. So we'll be hearing those rumors in the NFF and also in Lesotho, not only among the NFF officials, also in Lesotho, that the points will actually we go. So they said so I heard that the result between South Africa and Lesotho will be cancelled first. So that it will be cancelled first. So when the result is cancelled, that means that there's going to be 3 points. Sorry, there's going to be 3 points taken away from South Africa. Then there's going to be what minus. There's going to be -2 from their goals difference. Then when that one is done, they will now award 3 points to Lesotho and 3 goals to Lesotho. Then 3 goals against South Africa. So Lesotho is not going to be on 9 points. South Africa is going to be on 10 points. Then Lesotho will now have +4 goals difference. South Africa will now have 0. So when I heard those news too coming in, said that probably after the Club World Cup, it's going to be official. That's actually what I heard. But I now did my own calculation too, and I'm coming. I put it up this way. Where's my calculation? No, I did my own calculation too. I put it up this way. That sorry for that cancellation. That when the result actually when the result comes out, this is what is going to actually it's going to look like. You can see this when FIFA renews the new table, this is what is going to actually look like. So you can see clearly that South Africa will still be leading, 3 wins, 1 draw, 2 losses, 10 points. And Lesotho 2 wins, 3 draws. It's going to be what? It's going to be on 9 points. Rwanda third, 2 wins, 2 draw, 2 losses. Then Nigeria, Benin Republic fourth, 2 wins, 2 draw, 2 losses, 8 points. Nigeria fifth, 6 wins. 6. Maybe go with 6 weeks later. No, 6 wins, 5 weeks. Okay. Maybe go. What's it called? 1 win, 4 draws, 1 loss. Then that's where it's going to actually to end up. So this is the table. I can tell you that by next week, not the next when we declare, by next week or maybe probably in 10 days. Okay, let me just say like 10 working days. This is what the table will look like. So I've been hearing news media because some of us don't do calculation. Let me just explain this part to you very well. See, this how the table will look like. So, like what Shehu Diko was saying, that the destiny of Nigeria will be in our hands. So people have been saying that, oh, if South Africa make mistake, but the system can actually can take advantage. No, it doesn't happen. See, if Nigeria will still play, let me just try and tell you. Sorry, I don't know. This one is sorry guys. Sorry. This is the next qualifier. You can see Nigeria will face Rwanda, but against Zimbabwe. And let me tell you something. Benin Republic now will be playing their home game in Cotonou, not Ivory Coast again. They have finished their season in Cotonou, so they'll be playing their home game now in Cotonou. So Benin against Zimbabwe is going to be in Cotonou, not in Ivory Coast again. Lesotho against Sahel. When that man was talking, he mentioned something about playing their home game in Botswana. So Lesotho against South Africa might be in Botswana. Nigeria against Rwanda in Uyo, the waiting are. So what I'm just saying basically is that Nigeria play Rwanda. Rwanda is ahead of Nigeria. If Nigeria beats Rwanda, Nigeria will be ahead of Rwanda. So another one is this: next match day, if Nigeria beats Africa, Nigeria will be ahead of South Africa. That's it. Just that single win will take Nigeria ahead of South Africa. If Nigeria beats Lesotho, Nigeria will be ahead of Lesotho again, no matter the outcome of other games. Nigeria will be ahead of Lesotho. So if Nigeria beats Benin last game, Nigeria will be ahead of Benin Republic. So the summary of this all is that when this thing becomes official, I will come out, because what I'm hearing is that there might be further punishments. This is the initial punishment for South Africa. There might be further punishment. I'll come and discuss it in full. I'll even try and make a video on it later. But what I'm just saying basically is that this will be the first time that Nigeria will actually have the destiny in their hands. I can tell you. That was what Jobo was trying to say. That is go down to the wire. See, if you look at the group standings that will be released by FIFA, you can see that Nigeria is on +1. South Africa will be on 0. South Africa will be on 0. So it's just to win your games and actually and qualify. So that means that the only team that their fate is not in their hand is only Zimbabwe. Because they didn't win any game, they drew 4, they lost 2, they have 4 points. They don't have their destiny in their hands. That they are the only people that don't have their destiny in their hands. They drew 4 games. That's all. So when I was hearing that news too, just saying, okay, let us make it official. When it's official, I will come back again and bring peace. Go like a discussion and discuss it fully. But the guys must understand that it's a must win. I can tell you that if our players are fit, I think that South Africa game will be a lot even easier for Nigeria. So that is that on the World Cup qualification. So I'm hearing, that's what I actually heard from Mr. Mukosi, that they already are aware of the FIFA punishment, but it has actually is mine that is there. So now, if Nigeria could not beat South Africa, then now they deserve to go to the World Cup. But for me, for that thing to happen, there's something in the cooler for Nigeria to go to this World Cup. I just see that there's something strange is about to happen. Something strange is about to happen. Something strange is about to happen. When I look at it, tell me that when I read those things, something strange is about to happen. And from nowhere, Nigeria is about to bring that bird from our pockets. Something strange is about to happen. So, so before I go, so I think that the FIFA might probably give South Africa fine too, but they were trying to say that, we didn't give us a reminder and everything. They're just dragging some few things, but they did this actually what is done, based on what I just got this evening. And I've been reading some Nigerian artists too. I'm talking about the whole thing as So it's just for them to come and make the announcement fully and that's what done. So there's no appeal, there's nothing again. Everything has been decided. So we can wake up on Monday morning now and we just see that the news is out. It can be Monday morning, any moment from now, you get the news. But if you get the news now, I just think that the boys need to prepare very well. See, against Africa, it's going to be war. So I'm also hearing that Nigeria will play Lesotho. No, Nigeria will play Rwanda. Nigeria will play Rwanda on on the 4th on the 4th of September, on Thursday. No, sorry, on Friday, 5th of September, Nigeria will play Rwanda on Friday, 5th of September. So then Nigeria will play South Africa on what do they call it? On Tuesday, the 9th of September. Tuesday, the 9th of September. So that means that if they finish directly from Uyo that day, on Friday, the 5th of September, they have to travel straight. The game against Africa will be at the Moses Mabhida Stadium in South Africa. So that's where they're going to host the game. So it's been like it's Moses Mabhida Stadium in South Africa. That's where they're going to host the game. It's Moses Mabhida Stadium in South Africa. That's where they want to host the game. Very good pitch. Very, very lovely pitch. It's the Moses Mabhida Stadium in South Africa. That's where they want to host the game. So they got to fly straight to South Africa to prepare. I know that the guy, I can tell you that Eric Chelle is preparing, is working hard for his game project. Though there's CHAN before the World Cup qualifier, because CHAN will start August 2nd for like 1 month. Then immediately after 1 month, they're going to the World Cup qualifier. I can tell you here too that South Africa, they are not using their Bafana to play CHAN. They are using the second team to play CHAN. They are not using them to play CHAN. So it's going to be a tough game. But I saw them play. I suppose I comment. I saw them play, but I just think that there's a lot of things that Fluminense is a good side. But I just think that South Africa, Sundowns, that Allende, the guy called Allende and Ribeiro, they're the main man in South Africa Sundowns. So, and those Allende is from Chile, Ribeiro is from Brazil. They will not be there. If you remove Ribeiro and remove Allende from that South African Sundowns, they are nothing. Everything comes through Ribeiro and Allende. Everything comes through Ribeiro and Allende. And even their left back, Lunga, is not from South Africa. It's from Zimbabwe. Yeah, he runs well, but you can see that without Ribeiro, they are nothing. Without Ribeiro. No, Ribeiro is going to Brazil back. He's not changing his nationality. He's going to Brazil. So he's not qualified to play. If they go and use Ribeiro again, we'll go to FIFA because Ribeiro is not eligible to play for South Africa. So that is that. So I'm going to post the link very soon now. I'm already shooting time. So guys, if you actually want to join, so I'm going to put the link in here. Guys, you still have 5 super chat. You can raise it to 20 if you want to. Those solid ones. So also like the video too. If you don't have the super chat, also like the video. I have the link already in the chat box, but let me just go over. So we are not only playing South Africa in September. In fact, the most important game is this game, Nigeria against Rwanda. That's even the most important game. Very important, because if we don't win this game again, forget the 3 points now. We don't give South Africa 3 points again. If we don't win this game. If we win this game, we put pressure on South Africa for that game. So it's going to be final. So this game is very important. So I did some research quickly about Rwanda under their new coach. So if you remember, so thank you, Sport Grinder. Thank you, Sport Grinder, for your love. I like your I like your contribution so far. So let me just take some. I'm going to thank you, Sport Grinder, for that. Thank you for your compliments. So I did some research too about Rwanda. So I watched their game against Algeria, and I took notes of some few things. Eric Chelle is very smart. Eric Chelle researched Russia. He researched everybody before he played them. So for me, I think that you'll be watching Rwanda too. See, the way I can guarantee you here, the way Rwanda played against Algeria, that is how Rwanda will play against Nigeria and Euro. I can tell you that one for sure. The way Rwanda played against Algeria, because they went to Algiers. They went to Algiers to go and play against Algeria. So because they're coming to Uyo, the setup they did against Algeria is going to be similar to the one against Nigeria. So I went on what they are doing. So this is the first minute of the game. You can see the first minute of the game. That was the defensive line of Rwanda against Algeria. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can see clearly they show that, okay, come on, we want to soak pressure. And that is what we want to do against Nigeria. But the way Algeria broke them down, I'm going to explain to you. So the same thing too. They kept on 12 minutes. You can see they kept on at the defensive line, but Algeria was trying to move them sideways. They were using Riyad Mahrez on the right hand side to actually to move them. So so I think I have my first call. I have IoT actually waiting. Let me just run through this one quickly. So look at the same thing again. They always have men backwards. I can tell you, I told you earlier about this coach when he was Tanzania. He's a very defensive minded coach. He doesn't take anything for granted. So, and also too, you can see this is the game against Algeria. They like to stay at the back. They like their numbers in the box. So, but one thing the Algeria did that I like is that because on paper, Algeria was better than Rwanda. They start taking those Rwandan players 1v1. You can see that was one big opportunity. The guy crossed the ball. Algeria did not capitalize on this opportunity, but that was where the threat came from. They start beating them 1v1 because they are more skillful and better players than them. So second time they had this 1v1, they cross Belaili, get a place for Esperance de Tunis. He scored the first goal. So the same thing happened. They were moving them sideways. Algeria did not break them down in the middle. They were moving them sideways. So I think that Eric Chelle can learn from these too. Don't need to break them down in the middle. You can also move them down sideways. So, but this I really enjoyed this part. They had 8 players behind the ball. 8 players behind the ball. But it was the left back of Algeria that went for that through ball. Left back of Algeria that went for that. It's called Bacham also. He went for that through ball, and that through ball was what led to Algeria's second goal. That's what I'm talking about. If we are having left back and they're all packing the balls like this, why can't we have very skillful left back or right back? I can go for through ball. Why they have blocked all the wingers, blocked all the midfielders? Our left back can also go for this through ball. And that was what Algeria did. And can you see? That was the second goal for Algeria. So this is just the summary of what they did against Algeria. And how Nigeria, this is just the start of the whole thing. I will talk about how Nigeria will actually we be able to approach the game and how we can get the 3 points easily. See, guys, the issue is this: we need to beat Rwanda in the first half because we have to rest our players for the Tuesday game against South Africa. If we don't beat them in the first half, it's going to be a big problem. We need to beat them in the first half. Let's take one quick comment quickly. Chukwueze, I've not given a free role in the midfield. Has to be given a free role in the midfield. Okay. Free role in the midfield and the fast passing, we actually bring them down. I think so too. We don't pass fast enough. We need individuals to actually work brilliance too. Very important. So we don't pass fast enough. So we need individual brilliance. Yeah, I agree with you. That individual brilliance was what really helped Algeria. I can tell you. That individual brilliance really helped Algeria. So I'm going to bring some people on now. I have to meet up actually waiting. And I also have IoT actually waiting. Guys, if you want to join, make it fast because I will not. Mr. Patrick, send your request fast. So, Mr. Patrick, don't join at midnight. If you are there, Mr. Patrick, please send the request fast. So I have 2 people who are joining. I have IoT and I also have Tim Dokwe. Let me just do Tim Dokwe for Tim Dokwe. Thank you for.
Hello, good evening. Good evening. IoT, how are you doing today? First, the benefit understand that Edna was born in Morocco. Morocco and calling Morocco and play Morocco and calling Morocco. And every time call the guy and play for Nigeria play. As for the Tubolu story, if I leave Tubolu alone, when time come, you make it either Germany or Nigeria. I can't play for best club in China and I'm benching by one bad place. That's not possible. As for Tosin the Joker, Tosin just playing man game. It's going to play for Nigeria. You know, I'm not calling, not starting for Chelsea. So now I'm not calling. They rather call Maguire than call Tosin. And they will not call him. It's just wasting time. Final Spy Boost and Silver game. Spy Boost try their best and win the game. No, win their 4 games. And about to it, I told you. And for Osimhen and Olise, which is just go and sit down. He talked too much. When he was playing for Nigeria, he do what thing that Osimhen did. I would say, I was 40 minutes at that time. Go and sit down. But they leave Osimhen alone. Let the place carry myself. That's for me. Thank you. And good night.
Thank you, David. Fast and very simple. Thank you, David. Thank you for always find time to actually to join. The funny thing is this, I saw one video here and I saw a picture of Randy Waldrum. I thought this is one joining the life. I thought I don't have views on Randy Waldrum here. So I just have to use that put that video there. So I see I have few caller waiting behind. Let me just could bring you up one time, brother. So I see. Yeah, let me hear from you.
Yeah, good evening, guys.
Good evening.
So like good. Sorry, I'm getting feedback from somebody.
Good evening, boss. Good evening. Is it from your side?
I think it's better now.
Okay,
So yeah, good conversation. I wanted to say, so Bruno's comment on Eric Chelle. Honestly, I can't lie, I take it with a pinch of salt. I think that nobody is going to not talk highly about the current coach, whoever the coach is. It doesn't mean that Eric Chelle is not a good coach. I just think that what else is he going to say? When Eguavon was the coach, even Ekon came and told us how Eguavon is a good coach. So I just find that any player in that situation, if it's that they don't like the coach, they will maybe find a way to navigate around it. But at the end of the day, they are going to tell you that the coach is good, the coach has good.
I see. He went further to say that he's the best he has worked with.
The other ones did not play him now.
No, he played more under Eguavon.
Eguavon, I doubt if he even thought of Eguavon as the coach, because Eguavon was never the coach, like the full-time coach. Eguavon was
it was playing under Marcelo before the AFCON now.
Not really, no.
He played against Autome.
I'm not saying he did not play, but he was never a first team He was never a starting 11 player. He was always a substitute player. Then the AFCON, he did not play at all. So for me, I just think that like I just don't take those kinds of comments that seriously from footballers, especially when it's an active coach. Talk to them maybe 3-4 years after, or 2 years even after they've stopped working under the person. They might give you a different opinion. But while they're working under the person, what can he say now? What can he say?
Yeah, I
He,
know.
he still wants to play. Um, on Osimhen, the whole thing. So what I will say is that I slightly disagree with you because I think um we should not hold any player to a different standard than other players. I think what is good for the goose is good for the gander. If we're going to cut Osimhen slack and say, oh, well, nobody should tell Osimhen how to react, let's not judge him based on how he reacts, things like that, then we should say the same for everybody, regardless of how they react. And I think that in general, professional football players should be professional in the way that they respond to things, professional in the way that they deal in public. So I don't cut Osimhen any slack there. But at the same time, I think if you are going to cut Osimhen some slack, then you have to give everybody that grace. Whether it be Ahmed Musa, whether it be Omero, whether it be anybody else, if you are going to give Osimhen the grace, you have to extend that grace to everybody else. That's honestly what I think.
Yeah, but the Odysseus said that you cannot tell him how to react because he has been there before. Some of you guys watched Odysseus before, he has been there before. So you cannot say he called somebody Agbaya. For example, now, so it just depends on. I don't know. I see, some people might want to give you advice, but they meant something you did, And like, I don't know, but it's just that, if this person is not acting the way, not acting, somebody is making noise in the background. I don't know. Maybe.
Sorry, it was me.
Okay,
Sorry.
okay. So I understand what you're talking about, but you're saying that in terms of Olise's comment, I think that Victor Osimhen, if he doesn't want to reach out to people, leave him that way. Then if he needs you, he needs you. That's all. Do you agree with that?
I guess I don't know.
So Randy Waldrum said that in the interview you had, I wanted to cut it. I don't know why I forgot that it sees the team can be the top best 10 teams, he mentioned that, in the world, like top 10 in the world. And, do you agree with that? I look at the top 10 teams in the world now, and, I find it very hard to say, our Falcons actually can be better than any of these guys here.
I think if we prepare ourselves properly and we do it, the back end work well, we can. I don't think that. Please put the list back up. Because I want to make. So while in this current day, are we better than any of these teams? No, we aren't. But we are close, and that's what Randy Waldrum was saying. We're close with Brazil. We saw it at the Olympics. They narrowly beat us. It was one mistake that they scored from. Spain only beat us narrowly as well.
Are we close to Spain?
No, hold on.
Okay.
So the thing is that we're close. We can compete with these guys. In men's football, second in the world versus 36th in the world, you would usually expect it to be a comfortable victory for the second in the world. But for us, we can hold them. But we need to get many things right in order for us to be able to beat these teams and actually break into the top 10. And remember, even in the interview that I had with him, what he was talking about the Olympic preparation. They go into the tournament not having a solid training camp, not having time. So they don't really have the opportunity to play their own game. They have to go there just trying to counteract what the opponents are trying to do. I think if we have a solid plan and we prepare properly, it's not going to happen in 3 months. It's not going to happen in one camp. It's not going to happen in one tournament. We might beat somebody in one tournament and we'll be excited about that one victory. But we're talking about consistent improvement. We have to have a plan for it. I think we can compete with them already. We can hold our own against them. We're not going to get embarrassed by them. But I don't see it happening because I don't see our administrators doing the right thing. Like I sadly just, no matter how optimistic I want to be, I don't see them doing the right thing. So I don't see it happening. But I think that we have quality enough to potentially break in. You know, I think we have enough quality. We just have to get many, many things right.
Okay. So I say I'll come back to you. Let me just go to Oladipo. Oladipo, thanks for actually what joining.
Good evening.
Good evening.
I
Yeah.
think first off, I'll start from I'll pick the pace from where IoT started saying about Bruno. So for every
Yeah, I think you
conversation
won't
that
give me that. I should pick that enough. Yeah.
yeah, for every conversation that I said, there's a pendulum to it. When I mean pendulum, like Yoruba say, "Pẹ̀lẹ́ lako labo." The way what you have said, IoT, is true. But the way he has said it, from his body movement, from his facial expression, you can
Contest.
tell if he meant it or is actually saying it to please the coach. That's one fact, which is, Secondly, he said it himself. He has not played for Eric Chell, and he knows that. I mean, yeah, right now he has not played for him. He said it's not. This is not about him. Like, but you can tell from the type of training you are going through with this man. You can tell. It's just to see what I've noticed with we Nigerians generally is that I feel like, and now this is not about you again, IoT. I feel like everybody we always say things to maybe for instance now. IoT, you've interviewed, say for instance, you've interviewed XYZ. If they're talking about XYZ somewhere, you're not going to talk negative about him. That is normal phenomenon for every human being. The same thing with all these guys attacking Mikel. Siasia had problem with Mikel because Mikel was one of the people that was against him when they wanted to nominate him for Super Eagles coach many years back. I don't know if anybody here remember that since the time that was the time Siasia had issues with Mikel. Since that time, Mikel has not been in Siasia's good book. The other man from Wari too, same thing. If you are trying to say, for instance, get closer to Mikel, intervene him on some occasion or thereabout, and it's not giving you that this thing, you're already on their bad books. So all these guys, me, I don't rate them because, for instance, how do you even say Mikel did not pay for this, did not pay for that? After 9 years, they are just about talking now. Let's even say, okay, it is like that. But see the way they all came at him now and trying to make up some podcast within 2 weeks and just to talk about Mikel is to tell that we always see the truth, but we don't want to say the truth. See Olise now, when he was talking about he would have preferred Nigerian coaches to this thing, and he shot himself in the leg. He said, "These guys, they don't have anything to eat." Is that the question? No, but you want them to have something to eat and put Super Eagles in big problem, and they are not as good enough. But we all can see that these guys don't have anything to offer. But he's saying because they are his former colleague, they don't have something to eat. And then they asked him to pick one coach. He could not say anything. He does not want to offend this one. He does not want to offend that one. So it's just normal for we not to always say the truth for anywhere we are benefiting from,
Yeah.
generally as Nigerians. So I don't. That's. I mean, for now, that's all I have remembered because I have some things I wanted to say, but that's all I remember for now. Yeah.
Okay. Try and I will still come back to you. Let me ask Kola. Your thoughts, please.
Uh, Firstly, there is a similarity between Olise and
Sorry,
Osimhen.
hold on. Though. I can see them also Ombwenri and Charles. Just hold on there. I will bring you on this thing. Then we'll go wrap it up with this side, guys. Okay. Kola.
Yeah, there is a similarity between Osimhen and Olise. The similarity is they don't take nonsense and they say it the way it is.
Yeah.
They say it to your face. They don't care what the outcome will be. And I don't know why, after so many years, the Olympic issue will have to come up now, because there has been a news on it that it was Mikel that paid part of the trip. No one there's never been a counter word about those things. Why of recent, like few weeks ago or few days ago, the whole thing started happening. And in terms of the Super Falcon, we have what it takes to be at the top 10 level. To be sincere, Canada is not better than Nigeria. The Canada, they are not better than the Super Falcon. And let me say the England team also. But the only problem there is the administrative issue. If we can put our house in order, we'll be at the top 10 level. Because we have the talent, but the talent is not enough. But if we put the right peg in the right hole, we'll get it right. And we'll be at the top level. That's all I have to say now.
Okay. Okay. I don't know. Maybe you can hide that. Okay. But okay. Let me just try and like say this thing. I didn't purposely talk about Mike's story because yes, that thing there. Because I don't know why we just changed the whole story. In 2016, we know Mike pay for flight. Is it because it's now how many years ago? 9 years ago. That's the reason why we don't forget now. Because everybody knew that Mike pay for flight. So what has changed? What's changed? See, there's a player that contacted IoT that came from UK. So they said they're going to pay this flight back. We never don't pay flights back. So why are we so IoT we know this player that up to this moment the player borrowed money from UK to come to Nigeria for flight. They have not paid the guy the flight. The guy the flight back. We never does not reimburse flights. It's like we won't give you that. So I don't know why people are coming for Mikel Obi. So that's why I just want to put it on one side. See, anytime we like to fight, we use this issue to actually want to fight. We don't actually want like. If a player does not give you audience, don't come and treat the player under the boss. If no, I just that's what I say. It's not as if we should not criticize properly. For example, now, and if you have borrowed money from a player, don't come and criticize too because they will show your DM to to the what. So the best thing is that when you have borrowed money before, just keep your mouth shut. If the player self is playing nonsense, don't say anything, no.
No,
Because
boss.
Especially Boniface.
Boniface too childish. He went to go and video that. He doesn't want to go and video that girl at the this thing and be saying that this is the girl that he with the bald-headed girl now. That is too childish.
See, Smilai, don't tell him how to react. Chebi is the same thing.
No. That one is too much. That is even his own privacy. He went to go and show the bald head. He now zoomed the whole thing on her head. That is not good. It's just justice against those that have bought justice for sorry, but it's actually
but see this whole Mikel thing. For me, I just look at it that let's not imply that if somebody thinks Mikel is not saying the truth, or the person is just questioning what Mikel is saying as his account of events, it does not mean that they have something against Mikel or whatever the case may be. Like somebody again. The Mr. Abumijinadu that said he was the one that organized the flight at the time, he didn't speak out about it now. Even the interview that he had with Elegbete was 9 months ago. Mm-hmm. So it wasn't as if he spoke about it now. Mikel was the one who went on Peter Crouch's podcast and said it again. That is why that interview from 9 months ago resurfaced. Mm-hmm. Because people said, Mikel is still saying this thing, but look at what this man said 9 months ago. And that is why people are talking about it now. That is why they went to go and ask Sia about it again now. So I think it's very simplistic for everybody to just put it down to, Mikel did not do something for you, or Mikel, you did not accept interview, or Mikel. I think it's too simplistic and it's disrespectful to people to just say they are holding one grudge or the other. Somebody like me, I don't believe either side. But like somebody in the comments said, he who alleges has the onus of proving it. Mikel is the one who has alleged that he paid for the flights. The other parties have come and said Mikel did not pay for the flights. Now, Mikel is the one that's supposed to prove it. That does not discount the fact that the NFF is a very haphazard organization. We all know that. It doesn't change the fact. But certain things just might not be true. The NFF is a badly run organization. Does that mean that I can come here now and tell you that NFF borrowed $10,000 from me?
Yeah.
They didn't. If I come and say it, it will be a lie. But does it mean that they're not borrowing money from other people?
You're saying on the Glitch podcast, is it? Other sports, I mean.
Yeah,
you can like anything there.
Like, they are borrowing money from some people. See, they are borrowing money from some people. That one, we all know that. But if I come and say they borrowed from me, that would be a lie. And somebody would have to tell me to prove that indeed they borrowed the money from me. So that's the way it's supposed to be. I just think that if Mikel truly paid for it, he's probably not going to respond. But all these years, like, I understand, why is it that nobody spoke about it for a long time? But I also look at it as that is a case of if somebody abuses somebody, then the person speaks up after 10 years. You say, why did she not report it when it first happened? It happens like that sometimes. The man who did the whole thing said he did not talk about it because nobody asked him. He's not a public figure like that, so nobody asked him about it. And the first time somebody asked him, he spoke about it. So for me, I think, I don't know who's saying the truth. I don't know who's lying. But if Mikel truly paid for it, it should not be that hard for him to come out and show us something.
So, I don't know. Ladi, you said you have something to say, but I want to bring some people on now. So I'm going to call that to find out. Ladi, let me hear from you. I want to bring some people on quickly.
Yeah. First off, I think Mikel
up there, pal. Daddy, can you hear me? Daddy.
Yeah, hello. Sorry. The kind of class Mikel is currently building, I don't think he would want to respond to. I don't think you want to respond to anything like all this kind of this thing. Respond to Nigeria, because if he responds, will they return his money? No. Even if it's a lie, does he need to respond? No. If it is true, does he need to respond? No. If he responds, it's giving people like Elegbete more strength. I mean,
that's when we don't tackle him.
Yeah. So why would you respond to Elegbete? See, even Omar that has levels, there's all this Omar has said it point blank that Mikel is this, Mikel is that. He tries to interview him, but I mean, this thing is normal. If you are in this media business and you are trying to get into someone and they are giving you that kind of energy, it's okay. You are going to return such energy and talk crazy about him like this. So Mikel is not going to respond to Nigeria for that matter. All these, Mikel is not going to respond to all these people. Just wasting of time. If he has done his podcast, he has done his podcast. He's not going to return to it and say, "Let me clarify Nigerians and come back to life." Mikel is not Osimhen. Mikel is not Boniface. Mikel is building. He knows where he's going. People that come on, man. Can you see where he's going to? Where he's been?
But if it's Jackson,
no. He's been passionate about Chelsea. He's been passionate about Chelsea. Yeah, he's not going to. Yeah. He knows where he wants to be. He doesn't want to be on AIT News and the TVC and all those.
On AIT News and just like so. That's the level that he's operating now. Let me tell you something now. Some people. That's why I'm trying to say that people need to know their quality. Who is that great? So people need to know their quality in this podcast. Sorry, before I ask you guys to go. The guys are talking about now, used to talk about Chelsea win, Man U win. Now that he's abusing Osimhen and Mikel now, he's getting more attention.
Yeah.
So he needs to know his calling and focus on abusing Mikel and Victor Osimhen. So thank you, Daddy, for your time. All right, thank you. So
I agree that Mikel would not and should not respond. It's only going to drag the matter on unnecessarily, to be honest. It's not a big deal. Like, nobody is going to crucify Mikel whether or not he's lying about it. So on the only reason why Mikel would actually respond is if he has hard proof. But if he doesn't have hard proof, there's no reason to respond.
So okay, Kwala, let me have a 5 million other people. Nice to see you, Kwala, again.
Bismillah, I'm going to
Apart
bed. But yeah,
apart from
Okay,
Mikel,
you want to play me at the Waldrum?
you can play it. I'm not feeling too well. I want to relax.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
apart from Mikel responding to them, it's only going to drag it down. It might affect his brand and stuff like that. Because
Yeah.
already we all know what the NFF are capable of doing.
Yeah.
So it's not a new thing. And I can bet, even though if the allegation is not true, people would believe it as true because of what the administrative are made up of and what they have been doing in the past. Everybody will want to believe them because they are capable of doing things like that, collecting money and embezzling the money, doing nothing.
Yeah.
So people already know them. So no need of him dragging it with them because with what, according to buttress one of what Oladipo said, to where Mika is going to now, don't be surprised tomorrow. He might be one of Chelsea background or scouting for them in Africa. So I think that's what he's aiming at. And at the end of the day, why would you want to drag yourself in the mode with people who has nothing to lose?
Yeah.
So that is the way I see things. And all I just wish if the administrative can put their house in order, we surely get it. But so should I ask my question? I should ask later.
You can ask a question. Yeah.
The one I ask you that between Yaya Toure and Olise, who is better in their prime?
For me, with due respect to Olise, what Yaya Toure achieved as a midfielder I don't think anybody has actually achieved that in Africa. Everything that Yaya Toure Olise won as a player, Yaya Toure won. Olise won the AFCON. It's right for Nigeria winning the AFCON. Yaya Toure did. Olise won the Champions.
Olise never won the Champions League, but only won the league.
Yeah, won the league. Yaya Toure won the Champions League. So how instrumental.
But Olise won the Olympic. Yaya Toure never won the Olympic.
That was under 23.
Yes.
So I just think that overall the impact of Yaya Toure is much higher than Olise. But that doesn't mean that we don't appreciate Olise. Because football evolved. When Yaya Toure was when Olise was playing, we don't have players like Yaya Toure. Then we don't have players like that. We have a player that can sit, in front of the base, the midfield, the defense line, throw passes, influence the game more. Where Toure is more of doing both,
box to box,
and everything, doing everything. So in my own opinion, I think I have to give it to overall influence on the game and everything. I think Yaya Toure did a very good job. That's my own take.
But because the reason why I asked that question was I was just trying to go through some things, and I felt that maybe because during the Olise era, football is really brutal. It's really brutal. They don't care you. But during the Yaya Toure era, football has evolved and so many things has changed. So many rules, so many FIFA rules, so many things has taking place. So that is why I felt that if it was in that era, I would have known the difference. So to me, I think both parties are better on their own era. So I'm not going to do the comparison.
Yeah, that is fair judgment. Because, for example, now comparing someone like Luka Modric and DJ Okocha.
No, you won't do that.
You won't do that. So it's for example now, you cannot even compare Aruna Ilerica and Okocha. You cannot compare them.
No.
Because Aruna Ilerica's 77, 76, number 10 is different from the JJ Okocha early 90s, 2000s.
Yes.
Even Okocha of 94 is different from Okocha of 2004. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, sure.
So sometimes player adapts to what they expect from them. So things are
Yeah.
changing. So for example, now if I'm to pick a player that can still be relevant from that generation, what do you say? He can still play
Yes.
in generation.
Exactly.
Can still play in generation. But players like Ben Leroy can still play.
Yeah.
He can still
Yeah.
play. He can still play.
Yeah.
He can
What
still play.
about someone like JJ? Can he still play?
JJ of 2004 can still play. Not of 1994.
Okay.
Yes, not of 94. So we have them like that. Another player that came before his time was actually what Amokashi. He came before his time. Yeah.
Sorry
It
to
was
say
meant to
this
be
thing.
like
I don't see anything special. I am not trying to like discredit his football career or his personality or his thing. To me, I don't see anything special about Amokashi. I'm not trying to.
Amokashi style was similar to like Suarez, Tevez, Aguero style. He
Okay.
came just before his time. He was
Okay.
half 9, like Suarez, Tevez.
Yeah.
But he just came before his time. When
Okay.
those type of striker became relevant in the early 2000s, 2000 and to this thing. So Amokashi
Injury has
already
already
going down,
kicked in. Yeah.
kicking. So some of the players came before that. Like for example, now Peter Rufai used to play with his leg. Nobody knew that a goalkeeper should go to play with his
Can
leg
play
now.
with his leg. Yeah.
Can you see that? So things are just changing. It came early. For example, now when Shuaibu Amodu came with 3-4-3 in 1991, 1990.
Nobody did it. Yeah.
Strange formation. We don't want to look at it now. It's not the one that Amorim is using. Is Amorim?
And if you could remember the White Witch Doctor, when he used the 3-5-2, they said no.
No. Yeah, they said no. Look at it now. It's the one.
Yes,
So,
it's working.
So thank you for your time. So see, I
Yeah,
like
thank you. Yeah, thank you.
I
Yeah.
like the questions when we flash back and discuss it. So maybe me, you and Mr. Patrick, we one day host a show about flashbacks. All right, thank you.
Okay, yeah.
So let me just bring other people so to wrap it up quickly. I can see Dinosaur. Before I bring Dinosaur on, let me just quickly play around the Waldrum interview quickly before IoT runs away. So IoT, I have Dinosaur here, I have Chaz here, I have Ombweri here. I think I'll just bring everybody once so that we can just wrap it up. Let me just play Randy Waldrum's interview. Then you guys go on Eagle Striker, just type Eagle Striker, then go on live, click on live, then you will see the latest interview there. Randy Waldrum, talking about you can jump to any session you want, but for me, my favorite session is talking about tactics in the 2023 Women's World Cup. So let me just play the interview of Randy Waldrum quickly.
Had reached out and I told our president here at the time, absolutely, I would be interested. I didn't hear anything after that phone call about taking the job. A month later, my phone is literally just blowing up with people congratulating me. And I saw on my phone on the social media where I was the new coach of the Super Falcons. But I had never spoken to anybody from the Federation. There were times with the Federation that I wasn't paid for 14 months. Well, I would have lost my home. It's going to be very difficult to continue winning if the Federation doesn't start to support things better. Other African countries are starting to invest more and put more into it, and eventually it's going to catch up. Too many people just think it's going to happen because you're Nigeria. It's not that way anymore. I just think this team could be a top 10 team in the world. I really do.
From your point of view now, watching the team, do you think we can win the WAFU?
I would say it this way.
Yeah, that was a very interesting interview, guys. Go and watch it. I was going to play it one more time. Go and watch it. It's like a movie. Go and watch it. Let me just try and bring my other guests here. Charles is waiting, somebody is waiting, and then is also waiting. So there's also Charles, Ombweri. Okay, let me just bring Mr. Patrick, but I'm going to end up with Mr. Patrick quickly. So, but let me just start with Denoso, and your thoughts.
I watched Randy and IoT podcast from beginning to the end. I would say 100% of what Randy was saying was already known to most Nigerian football loving patriotic fans. Uh, like I said, even before the World Cup, it would be extremely difficult for Nigeria to get a coach like Randy Waldrum. This is one of a kind human being. When you go in the history of Nigerian coaches, both in the female and male counterpart, I'm telling you that Randy Waldrum stands as the number one for me because this guy, you can see the passion. You can see he was even more patriotic than majority of the ones of Nigerians that were, handling the football association. He had a vision. He had a vision for the national team. A
Mhm.
vision that could have very much taken Nigerian football to greater heights. The reason I'm putting this guy as my number one is that he has done things that no foreign coach has been able to have the stomach to do. Say no to NFF and choose his team. He was, as much as he was getting pushbacks, you can tell that every one of those girls believed in Waldrum.
What is what you say? So,
Yeah.
so I know
Mhm.
that I know that your thought is well documented about Randy Wardrobe. Let me just try and take you slightly, about talking about what we have actually discussed slightly as what earlier. Budo Yemichi, mentioning how good Eric Chelle was. Do you think that he's saying that based on the fact that Eric Chelle is the coach, or from the outside, that is what you see too?
So, well, with that comment, what I'm seeing is a player that kind of having the back of his coach kind of thing. But let's just be realistic. Bruno Nyemeshi is in the Super Eagles because there hasn't been more, exploration of players that can play from that position.
Mm-hmm.
To me, Felix Ago, like I've been saying many over a year. I
Mm-hmm.
was Felix Ago ahead of him anytime, any day, and or to even buttress my point.
Mm-hmm.
The moment that Felix Uduakai says yes, I know he has shown interest. The
Mm-hmm.
moment his nationality switch happens, the chances of having Sanusi and Bruno in Nigerian national team any longer will be extremely slim. They
Yeah.
will be showing up when injury happens to Uduakai and Ago. I would take Uduakai and Ago ahead of anyone in that position.
Yeah.
And the trajectory of Super Eagles defense, there might come a time that Basi might be our left back. That time is coming and it's coming really fast. Because if what I'm hearing, if Tosin is finally coming to Super Eagles and Maurice Jens coming to Super Eagles, there is a chance that Ekong might not even be in AFCON.
No, now,
There
no.
is a chance if
Uh,
Maurice Jen says yes,
yeah.
and this guy Etosin says yes, and they are brought into the Nigerian national team.
We lost the
Are we
petition.
gonna go to a tournament with six
No.
center backs?
One thing is that then also people will compete, and that's why I like Tubolo. He's very good. So that if I'm doing well, am I going to have the chance to keep? It's not a bad question for a player to ask. If I'm the best, would I be the first choice? Okay, let me just
that's a fair question. Yeah,
that's a fair question, is it? It's not bad. It's not rude. If you cannot guarantee that, then. So Charles, let me hear from you quickly, Charles.
Well, I
I'm just coming to
feel
you,
like,
so let me just hear from Charles quickly because I know that Charles is very brief and he just probably
you know,
yeah.
when I watched that interview of Andy Waldrum talking about the everything, I was so surprised that first off, I say this that NFF has always been the Achilles heels of Nigerian football. Their mismanagement are killing us. Not that we don't have the player, they just don't know how to handle things with due process. How can you not inform someone about that job before announcing it to the media?
I've never
Who
seen
does
that
that?
before.
Who does that? Secondly, why are you owing someone for 14 months? This is the same thing they did for Gennett Raw. They were owing him money. Before you know it, he lost interest. After he lost interest, the whole camp was in discipline. After
Yeah.
that, they brought a Guavon. After that, we did not qualify. So why are you doing all this? And you want the players to qualify? Okay, about Tosin, right? If Tosin comes, there's a chance you will not see Ekong again because you have Tosin, you have Igor, and you have Benjamin, and you have Vincent from Club Brugge. And if you check the news, I think they said Chelle is trying to rethink using Ekong because they say Ekong is too slow. I love Ekong. Ekong has served Nigeria, but majority of the time he caused some goals. That AFCON final, the one that Hala scored, he was right behind him.
Mm-hmm.
And if you notice, I think they said Aina had injury. Was it Adinga that dribbled Aina and made that low cross? Those kind of crosses are susceptible to own goals. Ekon did not do anything.
Nothing.
He just let Hala just straight leg, and Mwabali was just in no man's land.
Helpless.
Yeah.
So this is the same thing he did in that game against Croatia. He just holding Modric. Why would you do that? If to me, I prefer Balogun to Ekong. I'm being
Oh
sincere.
yeah, Balogun is better.
I'm being sincere. I watched that. Did you that Nigeria versus Poland? That save he made, that acrobatic save, it ricocheted against Uzo's hand. Balogun reacted quickly, and that's why he's still playing high level football. Okay, right now he's in like what Cyprus. I prefer him to Ekong, honestly,
Anytime, any day.
because I think Ekong to me, he's playing football now for like recreation. Just sit back, no more competitive. He has lost that drive. Balogun still have it. That's why I was so skeptical when I said, why didn't they call Balogun? Why did they leave him out? And he cost us. They didn't call Balogun. They didn't call Frank, and these two cost us. I feel like Chelsea should even try Akpoboma, try other people, because Ekong, to me, Ekong has given up on football. That's what's looking at. He's playing for. They can keep him on the bench like Musa. He can ginger the whole, but don't put him on that field, because I noticed that anytime him or Sahi is playing, they exploit that areas. They can't go to Bassi. They can't go to Zaidu. They can't go to Felix. It's always him.
Yeah.
Thirdly, we need to find another left winger because Simon to me is not impressive. I noticed that anytime we play against a team that plays a
Feedback.
low block system, we struggle. You know why? Because we don't pass when we're passing, we don't have an objective, we just pass for fun. If you watch Man City, when they play a low block team, they're making passes, they're moving, interchanging. You watch the game against Juventus, they score 5. Why? Because they were passing, making pass. And you watch that guy, Aid Nouri.
Very good player.
Exactly.
Algeria player. Very good player.
Exactly.
So
This is why attacking fullback come into mind. This is why Chelle was so, because we need that left back. Someone who can do left back so that Aina can be making crosses. So Aina has like 3 assists.
Yeah.
So I was watching the game.
You can see the movement here now. That was left back number 13. Going the blind side against Rwanda.
Yeah.
Algeria against Rwanda. You can see. So when you see a team forming low block like you need somebody like this. He's playing in Switzerland though for young boys. He's not a big player. Can you see the way he went to the blind side of that?
Yes.
And before you know it, it was a goal.
Because I watched
against Rwanda, Algeria.
I watched that game against Russia. That save Maduka made outside. That save they made. That they kick from outside. They collected it from Simon. Simon just fell on the floor.
So thank you, Jazz. Just because we don't have time, it's okay. Thank you, Jazz, for actually joining. I really appreciate you. Very insightful as contribution as usual, and thanks for your support, Jazz.
No problem.
So before you go, let me just ask you a question. Do you think that just in 10 seconds that Victor Osimhen is fairly treated among the Nigerian media? Do you think so?
Well, no, not really. I feel like they should leave that young man alone. Honestly, leave him alone.
Somebody will come and be defending him. Yeah,
they should leave him alone because I feel like the reason why he respects Mikel, Igalo, and Musa because they always have his back. They always have his back. Leave him alone, please. They should leave him alone. This 94 sets, they need to stop this nonsense. They are the one destroying. Sorry to say, they are the one destroying this team. You have a one managing. No, stop this.
I agree with you. So, thank you, Charles, for your time. Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you, that contribution. Thank you. So that is Charles, as usual, a regular contributor, always, adding information. So let me go to Ombury. So sorry, thanks for we've been waiting for a long time. So Ombury, let me hear your thoughts. If I go to Mr. Patrick.
Okay. Smith, you said something about, is it the goalkeeper requesting for a first choice if he's doing well?
No, he said that if he performs well, will it be the first choice?
It's a good question. Yes. If they say no, I will not come. If you say yes, I will come. Yeah. It's a good question he asks. If I'm doing well and if I come, will I be the first choice? And if you tell me
and I'm typically the best in training, will I be the first choice?
If that kind of person if somebody have that kind of mentality and ask that question, you know that person is good.
True professional.
Is good. And yes. He's not coming to play. He's not coming to play joke or play around. If I am the best at the training, put me. That is the kind of mentality I want. If you say no, then after the training, if I did not play, I'm not coming. I told you if I'm the best. And people saw that I'm the best and you did not put me, therefore I'm not coming back. Remember the problem that happened between Finidi George and Taylor. You put me on the bench, therefore I'm not coming back again. They have to beg him, and he's back.
Even Finidi George is best Lukeman.
So that's the kind of the player that I want. Then I'm concerned about Mikel case. Now, Mikel said he paid. I was even expecting the NFL to sue Mikel. Sue him. If you said that Mikel is lying, sue him. You don't need to go and call. He did not call Siasia. He called the federation. There was a reason why he mentioned the federation. These are not doing well. These are very bad. What did he say? Look at, even when I paid this, he was sharing his own experience. That's why you came and said he did not pay anything. So if you say Mikel did not pay anything, therefore I will not also believe you, because I listened to what he said in Liberty, that they did not do this. Give us evidence that the federation did not help you. If you say Mikel did not pay, therefore everything you said in a Liberty podcast is a lie.
I'm going to ask you a question.
Good.
Anybody said something. He said that you buy food for your friend.
Yes.
Do you buy food for your friend? Then why can't we forget what he did? Do not explanation justifies that.
Yes. Okay. Okay, I catch you. But let's look at it. There was a reason why Mika mentioned it. He was attacking the bad governance in NFF. He was sharing his own experience. Look at what happened. Look at what I've experienced. He's sharing his experience so that the NFF, if they are still doing it, let them stop. We hear about Olise said the same thing. Tiasa even also said the same thing, that the federation is not helping. Now, Mika said that the federation is not helping, and Siasa is coming to say it's a lie. Therefore, if Siasa says it's a lie, everything that Siasa said that the federation did to him is a lie. The only person I will believe is what Olise bringing his evidence. I want, if the federation said that Mikel is lying, sue Mikel so that he will come out to bring the evidence. And to our journalists, some of them are not professional. If they are fighting Osimhen, if you can't give you money, why are you fighting him? If he said he's not coming for your podcast, he does not want to promote you, why are you fighting him? If you are poor, you stay with your poor mentality. Not all of them, they are not professional. So those that are not professional will keep on fighting him. Because now there are some people that they can go around and they will go and they will use their brand, like Onyemechi. They will go and talk to him, hey, he's our best man. They will promote him. I listen to the podcast of Bruno. I listen to Osimhen, and I see the difference between people that did not go to school but have knowledge, and people that went to school but they do not have knowledge.
Don't go that side now. Okay.
I study philosophy of language. I know what I'm saying. If somebody is talking, I am paying attention and I'm listening. And if somebody said that man refused to go back forward, he entered back three. If Chile, Coach Eric, if you stop playing him now, and he will leave, and another coach come, he will still criticize Eric. Assuming that is Pasero still now, and he do a podcast, he will not criticize Pasero. Because Eric is here. He want to perform. Once Coach Eric begins to drop him, and they sack him and bring another one, and he'll go and do a podcast again. Therefore, he's going to criticize Eric. How can
Pasero is the fear? That's what Pasero is.
I don't know, why would I fear? I would be afraid of him. Definitely, yes. I would be afraid to put him. You were playing as a winger. From winger, they put you as a central defender. For central, they put you as a left back. What is your
going back? Now Goalkeeper,
he was the one saying it. He did not even know that he was even contradicting himself. They jump you from this position to another position. Then what is your position? And the position they are putting you are moving forward, which means your natural position is going like the position that Moses Simon is playing. That is your position. They notice that you are not coming back. Let's put you back. They bought me as a central defender. For central defender, I was playing as a winger. From winger, they put me as a central defender. For central defender, they put me as a left winger. Then what is your best position? So which means that you are not consistent. You are inconsistent. So that is me. I would be pure. I don't take any money from any player. I don't do it. If I say the truth, I will say it.
Yeah.
And
you have a strong point there, my brother.
Yeah, 1 minute I will leave. Like now, if during the AFCON, Salusi is there, Felix Aku is there, Bruno is there, and you are telling me that they will pick Bruno ahead of Sanusi. It's not possible, man. It's not possible. He's an awesome man. And they are limited. No. Let's be real. Okay. Let's be real. He's like a man that have a one black. Definitely, they will pick him. They will pick him. Yes. Let's be honest. Let's be real. There's nowhere that during that, hey, you will see there will be selection. There will be choice.
Mm-hmm.
There will be choice. Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely. Papa go. It's me to forget. If your guy is the main person, it's everywhere. Both in the church, both everywhere. It's everywhere. So let us not talk about it. Let's talk about it. Yeah. Let's talk about it. Yes, outside people are my people. I school there. They're my good friend. Salusi left alone. He's good. Let's be honest. He's good. Mm-hmm. And during this time, you will say you are taking Bruno ahead of Sanusi. Are you crazy? Mm-hmm. Who does that? Yeah. Do you want Coach Eric to lose his job?
but humble Henry, between Bruno and Sanusi, personally, from your knowledge of this game, who would you pick?
Jesus, it's Sanusi. We have seen it in AFCON. Let's be honest. Everybody's Sanusi. I will pick Sanusi.
I will pick Sanusi anytime, any day.
Everybody knows about
it. Concentration that I've seen in Bruno is lacking at the key moments of the game, and that is the same problem that the midfielder guy has. The Yusuf, they lose concentration in key moments of the game that could cost the team. And that is not something that you can really teach. It is something that an awareness that you have to bring up to the player, and the only solution is in them to be disciplined, to very much not lose concentration in
those. So before I even allow, I allow Umberry to actually go in there. I want to back up your point, Umberry, before I take this comment. The boy said that the coach is scared. But against South Africa, Sanusi was injured. The coach had to go and play Ola as a left wing against him and play Osai somewhere, the right. To tell you that the coach does not have any trust in the player.
Exactly.
And me too. When I watch him, it makes me scared.
Yes.
It makes me scared that there's some things that can happen to this guy. So it makes me scared. So, in my own opinion, I also think that the coach is right to some extent. And I agree with you. Then also, this guy is looking for options. This guy did not play Bruno again. Because when he brought in Bruno against Rwanda,
not one Zimbabwe.
No, he brought in Bruno against Rwanda. Remember, the second against Rwanda, he brought him. I don't think he did what they asked him to do. That's why he did not play against Rwanda, against Zimbabwe.
Yeah.
So see, the issue is instruction. Go and see. I will check one video. I tell you. AFCON was dragging Bruno. Yeah, go and mark. He was pushing it like this. Go. No, he doesn't know where he's meant to mark. He doesn't know where he's meant to be. He's a good player. But in my own opinion, it's not all the time you cross the ball. If there's no player in the ball, why are you crossing the ball? Any small time, Bruno wants to cross. Any small time, Bruno wants to cross. Just try and play with your people in the midfield. You know? That's why it should go and look at it. Sanusi might not be clinical. Sanusi can run. The company is very good, and it can lead counter attacks. You know, Sanusi can lead counter attacks. So let me just take this comment and go to Mr. Patrick. So Umberry, okay, sorry, let me allow this one Umberry to go as well. So there's no final thoughts from you.
On the point of Sanusi, every one of you guys are right. Do I think he is one of the best left back options for Nigeria if opportunities are given fairly. No, I do not think he is one of the best left back choices for Nigeria Super Eagles. And there was something that I raised here about 9, 10 months ago after during the AFCON. Sanusi changed fate of Nigerian Super Eagles against Ivory Coast in that final. And what showed here was the level of lack of discipline and match awareness was why Nigeria lost that against Ivory Coast. How can a player take clear elbow to the face and neck and you fell on the ground? Why did Asi go to grab you together? Stay down and stay down. That was a clear red card against Sono. A clear red card if that is reviewed. If he would have stayed down and stayed down, that would have been 1 goal up and 1 man down for Ivory Coast. And they could not understand the advantage in their hand. Why did Basi go to grab Sanusi to get up? And why did he even agree to get up? He should not. He should have stayed down to force the referee to review that. Because if that is the law, when a player stays down, you must review to find out what happened. And if that situation was reviewed, regardless of that the first half was about to end, it is a straight red card.
Yeah. Yeah.
A straight red card. And I like what Charles said about Vincent. Vincent and Frederick Benjamin will stay in Super Eagles for many years to come. These two are very formidable talents coming up. And Eric Chelle is not going to depend on players that loses concentration or doesn't have the speed to cope with the style of play that he wants to play. And I think Eric Chelle, to be successful as a Super Eagles coach, he should keep the mentality he had coming in. And I'm with him all through intro.
Yeah. Thank you, Daniel, for your time. Thank you, Mbueri, for your time. So let me just answer that. I think you should establish a rule that Super Eagles, that's for Super Eagles, any coach who wants to coach Super Eagles must have your pro license, not a government. Yeah, I agree with you guys. So yeah, okay, let's not just say that. So Mr. Patrick, your thoughts. I know that we have been waiting for so long. Your thoughts quickly before.
So what's on the which topics?
So I would ask you to start from like, do you see any similarity between the attitude or with Osimhen's attitude? Do you see any similarity between Osimhen's attitude and any similarities?
Yeah, I think somehow, but I don't think Osimhen is outspoken like Olise. Olise is somebody that is outspoken, and if the federation is not agree with him, he will say it. He doesn't hold a brief for anybody. I know that was part of his problem with late Ishayaku, the sports minister in 2001, when they criticized their play in Mali and 2002 AFCON in Mali. So and he spoke, and in the process he was when Onibide came in, he told Onibide not to use Olise and Finidi and the other guys, and and that was what affected us in 2002 World Cup. But in terms of Osimhen, I've not seen Osimhen actually spoke out to the federation. But the only person I have is when he spoke out against Finidi George, and but outside Finidi George, I've not seen Osimhen speak against the federation in any way.
What about attitude to win on the pitch?
You know, I'm still coming. In terms of attitude to win, yes, he has that fighting spirit. Olise also have fighting spirit, you know. Then, the two of them have fighting spirit. Yeah, but yeah, they have that fighting spirit, that determination to win. Then, with then, you know, there was something I fact checked, you know, because it's you know, we are talking about Okocha, Haruna, Irerika, and Sondo Olise. So the record in the Okocha is the only Nigerian player, living or dead, that has made CAF team of the tournament 3 times. 1994, 2000, 2004. And the only Nigerian player to have made the CAF African Footballer of the Year 3 times. Apart from Chego Degami that made twice, 1977 and 1978 and 1980, and also made the CAF team of the tournament. Then African Footballer of the Year 1977. Then Rashidi made the CAF team of the tournament, Senegal 92 and Tunisia 94. But Olise has never made the CAF team of the tournament. And apart from 1998, that Olise appeared 3rd in African Footballer of the Year, Okocha came 2nd, 2 points behind Mustafa Haji. Sondo Olise has never made the CAF team of the tournament, African Footballer of the Year, first 3. Then Haruna Irerika made the CAF team of the tournament 1976 only was, and
He only played once. He only played once. He didn't play 1978.
Yeah, he made, but that is, I'm just using the record. Then, in terms of African, then in terms of, because I'm just checking the record, in terms of appearance, Haruna Irerika appeared 30 times, scored 4 goals, only 4 goals. Olise appeared 55 times, scored only 4 goals. Okocha appeared 73 times and scored 14 goals. So Okocha has scored 14 goals. Irerika and Olise just 4 goals. And Okocha has made CAF team of the tournament 3 times. And then African Footballer of the Year 3 times, first 3 times. So that's why because it's always good to use if you are using statistics or record, because that's what you know, you guys you are saying. I say that maybe you didn't check the records, because you can check me on this record.
Let me just talk about the how the Lyrica. No, let me just talk about Lyrica. You know, you know, Lyrica was part of the first Nigerian team that won any medal at AFCON. And in that, going to that 1976 AFCON in Ethiopia.
Yes.
Why we were not united? The Green Eagles then were not united. The Rangers boys and the 3SC boys, no, the 2 teams in Nigeria, ICC Shooting Stars of Ibadan and the Enugu Rangers, they were like not united. So because I said, okay, no Rangers, no Green Eagles. That was the issue there. So they had to bring players like Haruna Irerika,
Kule Awesu.
This guy, Godwin Osimhen. Players like Godwin Osimhen. They went Godwin Osimhen, But you know, they did well. But majority of them not returned to Ghana in 1978. I can tell you, if Irerika cannot use if now, because majority of the boys then travel to US.
Yes.
Godwin Osimhen went to the US. So I'm even hearing that Odie now is still in the US because Odie,
you know, the own goal he scored against Tunisia in national stadium. He's still
but Odenika only played 13 or 30 times for Nigeria. So the sample size was too small. And then Oyukosha had the privilege because at that time, we only play AFCON. We don't even play 1.5 that much because it used to become an away. Remember 1.5 to become an away, like a knockout stage, not all these things. So there was enough games. That's why you see players like Odegba did not play up games for Nigeria.
But the same thing I mentioned about late Okwaraji. You say this guy said that he didn't play much. So the same, I'm also using the same because that statistics is what you are using. I'm not using that statistics for you because you believe in statistics. That's why I'm using statistics.
My brother, I am with you 100%.
Culture played 73, scored 14 goals. Sondoli scored only 4 goals. Irereka scored 4 goals. So that's the statistics. Then African Footballer of the Year, Okocha is the only Nigerian that has made the top 3 in 3 occasions. Kano won 1996 and 1999. He didn't make the top 3. Then Chego Odegwami came in 1978. 1977 African Footballer of the Year. He came 3rd, and then came 2nd in 1980 African Footballer of the Year. I made captain of the tournament 1978 and 1980 twice. But Okocha 3 times, top 3, and 3 times captain of the tournament. 1994, 2000, 2004, and even that 2004, he was the best player of the tournament. Wadid, that is the current coach of Morocco, that led Morocco to the finals or semi-final last World Cup, made that team of the tournament. Okocha was selected player of the tournament. Tunisia hosted that tournament. So I don't know the criteria because Olise is only 3rd. He has made the captain of the tournament. 1998, and Okocha came 2nd, and Okocha could have won that 1998. Musa Haji won it with 2 points, and because of his bicycle kick against Egypt, Burkina Faso 98 AFCON.
And he did well for Morocco.
Yeah, but if it is, and Okocha made the 1998 FIFA team of the tournament reserve. Sondolise did not make that reserve, even though he scored a fantastic goal against Spain. But Okocha made the reserve of that France 98 team of the tournament reserve. So I don't know so if that statistics is anything to go by, there is no comparison. So I don't know the criteria you rated Sondolise above Okocha, because if statistics and records are anything to go by, there is no comparison. Yes, I know that Olise won the league with Ajax, won also the Bundesliga with Dortmund. But if we are to look at the player that has the highest record, then you talk of Kanu, because Kanu has won the Champions League with Ajax, won the UEFA with Inter Milan, won the Premier League, won the FA Cup. So if maybe even Mikel, that won the Champions League with Chelsea, Europa with Chelsea, Premier League. So, so in terms of but Mikel has not made the captain of the tournament 3 times, 3 occasions, and he has not appeared in African Footballer of the Year 3 times in the top 3, apart from Okocha. So you can fact check this record. So that's why I'm just giving you the record you can fact check me on that.
I think both of these players still in question, Olise and Okocha, they had kind of an overlapping impact in Nigerian Super Eagles. When it came to the backbone of Nigeria's defensive midfield, agree on the when it comes to the offensive side of the midfield for Nigeria, it is unfortunate. Both of them complemented each other to almost perfection. And Okocha is not your defensive backbone. Olise happens to be, is in a strange way, a two-way player. The number of assists that this guy had for Super Eagles is shocking. Put aside all those accolades. Let's start looking at the impact both of them made in the Nigerian Super Eagles. I'm not going to put any one of them ahead of one another. But if I am building my defensive midfield for Nigeria, I will choose Olise. If I'm building my offensive midfield for Nigeria, I'm going to choose Okocha.
Yeah. Let me just write something. So you can mute yourself. Audio in the background. You can mute yourself. So I think so. Let me just say something there. To defend myself, I went for. I think there's also. Are you mute yourself?
Are you here? Okay.
I think I can hear the background. Is it? I saw Mr. Patrick. Can you mute yourself?
Yeah.
The noise is
No, I didn't mute myself.
Okay. Okay.
No.
Okay, maybe, yeah. You can mute yourself now. You see, you can mute. Okay, I think it's from Mr. Patrick. Let me just say something. See, the reason why you have mentioned Aruna and Erica, you have mentioned your coach. See, I did not pick Aruna and Erica with Okocha's level. Erica had the chance to maybe fight for the team that will go to Argentina in 1978. Did not qualify. 1977. Okocha played at the World Cup. How many times? 3 times for Nigeria. Okocha played at the AFCON. How many times? 94, 2000, 2002, 2004, 2006. 5 times. Ilerica only played once. Ilerica, that is, I'm coming. Olise is a defensive midfielder. And Olise, Nigeria scored 9 goals at the US 94, at the Tunisia 94. We just created 5 of them. 5 of them. From his, you are muted, Mr. Patrick, you are muted. I purposely put you are muted.
Okay.
So, he created 5 of them. I'm just trying to say it waste. Maybe because of me, I like the role that defensive midfielders like to play. And if you look at what it has done for Nigeria, at critical moments, he's too distracted. Okocha did well. Yeah, Okocha did not do well. Well, for Nigerian football players. That's why you see him.
Listen, the other guy asked you Yaya Toure, and which person? Yaya Toure. Why did you say Yaya Toure? Because Yaya Toure won 4 African Footballer of the Year, just like it. So that record still stands there, because even any way you look at it, you cannot jettison anybody that won 4 African football. You don't win African Footballer of the Year like anyhow. He won 4 African Footballer of the Year and made Premiership Team of the Season 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
So all those records are there. So this record is what people say this person is better than this person. This person is. So it's those records that people will check and say, like I remember when MA First was asked who is the best player in Africa. He said Okocha and Yaya Toure, that he can never forget Okocha and Yaya Toure. And if you also mention, even though Kanu won more trophies than Okocha, but if in that Africa, even in that Premier League, people still adore Okocha, they have video of Okocha even more than Kanu. Even though I know Kanu won the Premier League with Arsenal, came to final of the Europa Cup, lost to Galatasaray on penalties, won the FA Cup with Portsmouth, but he didn't have a record that the culture just came to finals of the Carling Cup with Bolton. That final is, you know, you say what?
Against Middlesbrough.
Against Middlesbrough. That his record is still higher because of his contribution to Bolton. He made Bolton. Bolton is a team that, you know, struggles. If they don't go to Division 2, then they will celebrate it. It's a team that if they stay,
you know, like opinions might differ. The way we see the game might differ. But you know, I just when I put it there, you know, because I like, you know, when he doesn't play. I don't know if you remember the game about Senegal quarterfinals. Yeah, what's it called? AFCON 2000 in Lagos. It's 2000. I remember that night. Remember that night? Yeah, Senegal.
2000. Is it against South Africa or Senegal?
Senegal.
Okay. The game of
quarterfinal.
He made the tournament. Olise didn't even make the team of the tournament. They gave him red card in the final. He still made the team of the tournament.
No, if you remember, I'm not talking about the impact. For that, okay. Now, that was bad with malaria. The impact, no, it came from malaria to play that game against the guy. Came on.
Malaria, yeah.
He gave Agawa that assistant, you know, oh my God. See, but because we are former shoots, Patrick, I don't know, I told you that there should be a time that we organize and do a proper flashback of events that happened in the past. Some people here, they are listening like, me too, I like that because the Super Eagles there don't give me stress. Like this current Super Eagles. Super Eagles there, going into a game, I'm very confident. For this one, it's shaky slightly. But
no, the Super Eagles then we are women, we are we are very strong, physical.
They call them, you know, my just is like history. 1982. Yeah, 1982 when Nigeria lost in Libya.
Is it 1981 in National Stadium? The Algeria beat up.
No.
Okay.
When Nigeria went to defend the AFCON in Libya, 82.
Yes.
Nigeria, we cleared the group stage. When we came back to Nigeria, they called us Baba because we were not doing well. So they called us Baba, we were too cold. That was when we started playing at 20. At 20, now became like a toast of Nigerian football fans. But you know, thank you guys for a very lovely time. You know, I really actually would appreciate your time. Also, thank you. You are a very good man. I will tell him that you are his man. So I just thank you for your time. You know, thank you. But me, I'm because IoT, I did that too, and me in the podcast. But let me contact you. Thank you for your time. Thank you. We'll see you this time around. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
So, yeah. So that is that for today's Friday Night Football Club. You know, very wonderful edition. I mean, actually, would enjoy every moment today. So, guys, don't forget to join me again on Friday for another edition. I'm not sure. We might be seeing in a very different location on Friday, but I will look for a way to do it. So I want to appreciate you for your time. You know, share the video, keep the comment coming. If you did not miss, you know, the sound quality I think is from Mr. Kingsley Patrick Charles. The sound quality is slightly poor from Mr. Kingsley Patrick. So, guys, join me again on Friday for another wonderful edition of Friday Night Football Club. And I was, you know, this Friday is shaky slightly. If I'm gonna make it, I'll let you know. So, sorry guys, I don't know what happened to. Sorry guys, something just happened. Something just happened. I don't know. Sorry guys. So something just happened directly. I don't think it's the sound quality, but thank you guys for actually for joining. And I will also try and be coming live, maybe slightly, you know, between the weeks. But during AFCON, we promise to serve you better during AFCON. We'll go live on a regular basis. So I appreciate you for your time and enjoy your weekend. Cheers.